What's up, you guys? My name is Jose. Welcome back to the IPO Nerd, the best place to learn about new companies going public and how to invest in them. America's #1 IPO news channel. So today we're going to be going over a little bit of market news, right? What's going on with IPOs? Why are there no IPOs in 2022? If you go down in the description, I do have an IPO tracker that I provide for my Discord and my patrons, where I track all the IPOs that I've been buying and watching and all that, and I've been making videos on. There's simply no really good IPOs coming out this year. We've been waiting for Instagram. We'll be waiting for Discord, Reddit. I mean, there's some good companies that talked about IPOing, right? But they haven't made any definitive plans, all right? So we're going to find out why. And we're also going to look at General Atlantic. We're going to look at a little bit of Porsche news, right? And I'm going to give you all the IPO scoop that you need. So make sure you drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and let's get right into it. First, I want to look at this article right here from Axios, right? That says IPOs aren't in the cards for 2022. If you're wondering why, this article right here is going to explain why, okay? And if you've been watching my videos, you already know why. Wait until next year is a new model for IPO bankers, as optimism is quickly fading that the market will recover in the back half of 2022. If you been watching what's happening with inflation and all that stuff, right? Right now, it's just a lot of people are very skeptical about the stock market, right? And not to mention, you know, the war that's going on and all that. So why does it matter that companies IPO? If you're not an IPO investor out there, you're probably wondering, well, I don't care about IPOs. I don't care if the companies IPO or not. Well, so why does it matter? Well, right here it tells you that Congress and regulators have spent more than a decade working on to increase the number of public companies in America, in the US, right? The more companies we got going public, the better the economy. Renaissance Capital IPO index is down 34% this year compared to 19% fall for the S&P 500 and 28% fall for the NASDAQ. Looking at the index right here, you can see that the IPOs are not doing very hot compared to the S&P 500. So if you just invested on the regular ETF, right, like a SPY or something like that, you are doing way better than the Renaissance IPO index, which tracks all the IPOs for the year. And it's not only IPOs that are being affected, all right? Right here it says that it's worth adding that much of the above also applies to SPAC mergers as well. So also, the SPACs have taken a hit this year. NPR is reporting that we've gone from blockbuster to bust behind the precipitous drop in IPOs. Lynn Martin has been the 68th president of the New York Stock Exchange for 6 months, and so far, her tenure has coincided with a period of extreme volatility. Volatility indeed. With inflation rising at the fastest pace in 4 decades and the prospect of recession looming, Wall Street worries are running at a fever pitch. It was a record year for IPOs in 2021. The comparison might be a little unfair because the markets were running hot in 2021 when the U.S. economy emerged from the darkest days of the pandemic. As the government pumped stimulus money into the economy and people didn't have too many places to spend, bank balances ballooned last year. Millions opened stock trading accounts with online brokerages. So, and Robinhood saw a big influx of people opening accounts as well. I think like 13 million or something like that. So what ended up happening was when the government was giving out all the stimulus packages, right? People were looking at saving that money or investing it, right? All they did was that they paid most of their debt, and then the rest, they just put it up on the stock market. Now that there's no more stimulus package, right? They are withdrawing that money in those accounts out. They're calling their lenders or their stockbrokers, right? They're like, hey, I need my money. Or they're selling their stocks because there's no more steamies coming, right? So that's what's happening right now. Whenever you see the big sell-offs, right, on Wall Street. So what do we do here in the IPO Nerd? We go ahead and buy that dip, right? Because that's the way to go. That's how you build long-term wealth. Are you an IPO nerd? Join my Patreon for extra perks and shout-outs. Also, learn how to create and promote your own brand with my marketing masterclass, available now. Link in the description. Just to give you an idea how many IPOs came out in 2021, the New York Stock Exchange community grew more than 2,400 companies in 2021, guys. That's a lot of IPOs. That list included 7 of the 10 largest international listings, such as South Korea's Coupang and Brazil's Nubank. If you want to see videos on both of those companies, I made videos on both of them. The New York Stock Exchange also hosted benchmark US debuts such as Roblox, Samsara, UiPath, SentinelOne, and the largest U.S. cybersecurity of IPO of all time, SentinelOne. So I do have a video on SentinelOne. Go check it out. Make sure that you go to my videos, guys, and go through the libraries because I cover all these big companies like Roblox, Samsara, UiPath, and SentinelOne. You can find videos on them if you go back and check out my library. 2021 indeed was a great year for IPOs. In 2021, 753 companies went public on the NASDAQ. Valuations were incredibly high last year, but since then, share prices have sunk. On average, shares of the companies that went public in 2021 are 42% lower than when they started trading, guys. Go through my IPO tracker that you can find on my Patreon, right? And go down the list and you can see all the IPOs that came out in 2020 and in 2021 and put those ticker symbols on Robinhood or whatever brokerage you use to buy your stocks. And you're going to see that most of them are on sale right now. Yahoo Finance is reporting that General Atlantic is exploring an IPO. Bloomberg says private equity giant General Atlantic is exploring an initial public offering. What is General Atlantic? General Atlantic is a global growth equity investor. They invest in 6 sectors such as climate, consumer financial services, healthcare, life sciences, and technology. So a big private equity thinking about going public called General Atlantic. We're going to keep an eye on it. Volkswagen adds more banks to the Porsche car IPO. If you haven't seen my video on Porsche IPO, go down and check it out in my library. Volkswagen AG has added a slew of additional underwriters as it pushes ahead with the planned initial public offering of its Porsche sports car unit. People with knowledge of the matter said, so they're looking at more underwriters, right? That's a good sign. Let me know in the comments below. You guys interested in this Porsche IPO? Might be cool. Looking at your IPO scoop, you can see that we have Nano Labs coming out next Tuesday, July 12th. I've made a video on them. Go check it out. You have Warranty Inc., Net Capital, Treasure Global, and more. So if you guys want me to do any videos about any of these companies right here on IPO Scoop, let me know in the comments below. I can make individual videos going over every single part of the company as far as financials and all that. So you know how we do it over here on the IPO Nerd. We go really deep into companies one at a time and we examine them very, very carefully to make sure that we're making a good investment. And guys, that's all the news I got for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. You know, let me know in the comments below. Are you looking forward to some of these companies that are going to go out public? Make sure you join my Patreon, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, but more important than that, make sure you take care of yourselves. And I'll see you soon.
I bring up the pain, Rick service the main. I make the market rain like acid rain. An investing channel you ever know, ya. I think you'll go your house, your money, leave you broke, son.